Hey everybody, hello, how are you? And I am so excited about decorating my bar cart today with you. The reason I'm so excited is I am using more of my faux desserts that I will be sharing with you throughout the course of Christmas. Okay? So I'll be showing you all these. Don't worry, you'll be seeing them. But I want to show you what I'm doing with some of these. Now, people used to ask me a lot in the beginning when I started doing these, well, what do you do with it? I mean, you make all this, but, you know. Well, I'm going to show you, like I have been showing you, you can really do some cute vignettes with faux food. And it just gives it a different dimension, a different look, especially when you're dealing with bar carts or hutches or, you know, the kitchen or whatever the case, because you can do all kinds of stuff. So, with that being said, first thing I did is I cleaned off the glass and all of the metal, you know, to have it nice and clean. And I have now this little lamp that I got from Michael's many years ago. Okay? And then to that, I just added a little bit of that garland that I've been using throughout my whole series of my decorating series with you this season. And then I have another piece here, and I've had this, and this was a long piece of garland, and I just snipped off a piece of it, which I do a lot with my garland. I usually never leave just one long piece. There have been times, but more times than not, I'll cut it and put it in different places. All right, so now I'm going to take one of the paper doilies. When I'm dealing with food, I love using the paper doilies. To that, I'm going to add this little hat, and that is from the Dollar Tree. And I just like the look of it. All right, so on the first shelf, what I wanted to do, I'm doing in my dining room and living room, is basically it's going to be the same, and that is Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, baking, and things of that nature. So this worked perfectly from the Target dollar spot. And I'm going to put that right there. To that, I'm going to add some straws. Now, I decorate a lot with straws, a lot, because it gives you color and you can get them to go with whatever holiday it is you're decorating for. So I just put that into a little glass vase. This vase is from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to put that right here because then it's going to add a little bit of that red and white, and it goes nice because both of these are white. And then I'm going to add this little votive candle holder, and this came from the 99-cent store a couple of years ago. So I'm going to put that right there, okay? And then I'm going to put my milk bottle that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and that is going to go right here, okay? Then the last thing on this shelf, because this is a 3-tier, I'm going to put in my faux milk that I made, okay? And I have video on how I did this. Everything you see on this bar cart, as far as the faux goodies, I have a video for them. Okay, so now we're done with the first shelf. Let's go on to the second. Okay, so now we're on to the second shelf. The shelf is all cleaned. I added a little bit more of that pick that I have up on top in a white doily. To that, I'm going to add my platter of cookies. And these cookies are faux cookies, and I do have a video coming out to show you how I made these and decorated them. And I did them in the Mackenzie Child fashion, well, the majority of them, and then I just did a couple that were just, you know, generic, and then the Santa Claus. And all of this is made out of salt dough and the spackle. You'll see how I do it. I show you the whole process. So I'm going to put those right there, okay? And then to that, I'm going to add another Santa hat like we have on the top, because I really think this gives it a pop of really pretty red. And then I'm going to add another one of these candle holders from the 99-cent store. So that's going to be our second shelf. Now let's go on to the third. Okay, we're on to the third. Now, I already put down my cloche with the apples in it because I had to maneuver it in such a way, and I didn't want to bother you seeing that. It was non-eventful. I'm going to take another pick, okay, and I'm going to lay it right here. I'm going to take another white doily so we keep the continuity going, and I'm just going to lay it right there. To that, I'm going to add this pie tin that I got from Michael's last year, and it says Kitchen Made Fresh Baked Pies. I love it. Put the pie tin in a holder and just put that right there, because you're seeing the apples, the pie tin. You're getting my drift, right? I'm going to add one of these plant risers, and this is from the 99-cent store, and I think they have them at Dollar Tree, but I get them at the 99-cent store, and also one of my subscribers, Missy, gifted me with one too, which I use these all the time for different things. Okay, so we're going to put that right there, and then to that I'm going to put my faux apple pie. Then I'm going to add a piece of holly, and this holly came from a garland, and I just snipped all the pieces off. I'm going to put that right there. And last, what I'm going to put is this cup of eggnog. This faux eggnog. I made this, and I have a video that you'll see making this. And this mug, I think I had 4 of them, and they all broke except this one. And I kept this one and kept this one for years, and I'm so glad I did. I don't know that you can tell, but there's reindeer and it says Happy Holidays. And I thought, you know what, that would be perfect for eggnog. So I'm going to put my cup of eggnog right there. And there you have the third shelf. Now, let me get the camera down and show you close. Okay, so now I have my camera, and we are down where I can bring you close. So here's that lamp with just a little bit of garland. And then over here is the other kind of garland, and I love this kind of garland, but I can't find this particular one anymore because I've had this for a long time. And then there's one of those hats from the Dollar Tree. And then right down here are some of those straws in that little vase. And then there's the light, of course. And then here's that milk bottle, which goes perfect with my milk. And my sign, Milk and Cookie Company, baking Santa's favorites. And then the votive, and then of course I would have that lit when I had company over. And then over onto the second shelf are the cookies. Now let's get close to these cookies. You guys, these were a blast. And wait to see how I made the, well, it is the inspired Courtly check. But all of this is your spackle, just like you use for your cupcakes or your cakes. And the cookies are from our salt dough, and I just took Christmas cookie cutters, just like you would if you're making a cookie. And then here's some others. The sleigh, Santa, his reindeer, gingerbread man. And then adding just another pick of green, and then another votive holder with another hat. Then onto the third shelf, we have our apples in the cloche with our pie tin, and some more of the green pick and the holly, and our apple pie, and then our faux eggnog. I think this makes for an adorable bar cart. Guys, I hope I've inspired you to do some of these faux foods. They really are fun to do, and they are adorable as a part of your holiday decor. Until we get together again, remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. Talk to you soon.